Hey there, viewers. Welcome back to Rave All Trades. Today we were working on a John Deere S130. Pretty nice tractor. Runs good, cuts good, does what it's supposed to do, but just needs a little bit of tune-up, things like that. Let's take a walk around real quick. There's some grass. There's a manual height adjustment. All the controls are still intact. What are we looking at? 332 hours. Tires have a lot of tread. That one was leaking air. I've already plugged it recently, last few days. Seems to be holding air pretty good. Some grass on the deck. It still has the covers on it. The inside, lots of dirt. Lots of dirt. Ordered a brand new air filter. We're going to do one of these oil changes that doesn't need any oil. Still struggle with that one. Anyway, let's get all that power washed out of there. I think that'll be clean enough for us to start working on this thing. Yeah, that oil change is basically just changed just the filter. It has oil in it already. I'm not used to that. John Deere says it's okay. Well, a lot cleaner than it used to be. Let's do one more thing outside before I bring it inside, and that's clean out that air box area. We've got a new air filter for it. I just wanted all the loose debris around it to go away first. While we're outside, let's get this thing brought up inside the house. Inside the garage anyway. I don't think the wife would let me put it in the house. Meet you guys in the garage. New John Deere fuel filter. This is that easy change oil change. It comes with oil in it. Supposedly what you do is you just take this one off, put a new one on. It keeps some of the old oil in here. I'm sure it keeps some in the crankcase. It has to, right? So it changes your oil and your filter at the same time, but the oil that's in the crankcase wouldn't change, and they think that it shouldn't need to be changed. Anyhow, that's the design of it. It comes with 750 milliliters of oil inside it. And anyway, we've got a brand new Briggs & Stratton air filter. Super easy. Let's just get to it. Grab your 8mm socket. Pull out that screw. Looks like the screw stays captured. Let's get this fuel filter changed out. I don't know if that's factory or not. I've never done one of these before. Let's see what the new one looks like. Anyhow, get the fuel filter off first. Keep in mind, fuel filters are directional. There'll be an arrow on them. There's the arrow right there. It shows that the fuel is coming from the tank and going up to the fuel pump, and then over to the carburetor. If you have them in reverse, there is a smaller spot on some of the filters that can get plugged up very easily. So where this has a much larger area, this is a very small area. And like I said, it can get plugged up. They're not all built that way, but I definitely have seen some like that. Pull your clamps out the way. You can block off these lines if you'd like to. I'm just gonna use the bucket to catch what I miss. New filter there. There's a super easy one out the way. Let's get the other easy one out the way. All right, let's get a better look at this oil change. See what the new one looks like. Let's see, lift hood, remove the OEM shipping tie strap, first service only. I'm gonna guess this is the first service then, because it's got a tie strap on it. Remove old easy change oil system by rotating the filter 90 degrees counterclockwise, pushing down while rotating. So it's actually pushing the filter down 90-degree turn. Wipe clean any drips. Remove rubber cap from the new oil filter. Install the new oil filter by aligning the alignment pointer A on the ECOS with the unlocked pointer C on the engine. So there's an A there. We're going to put it onto there, and we're going to turn it till it locks up into there. Check oil level with dipstick, add oil if necessary, connect spark plug wire, start and run engine at idle, check for leaks, stop engine, fix any leaks, lower the hood. The rubber cap can be installed on the used ECOS. Sounds pretty straightforward. This must have been for shipping then. I'll take out that, put it in there for now. Choose this to catch anything that might leak. It says to push down, turn 90 degrees. That's what it looks like. There's some dirt down inside there. I'm scared to blow that out because I'm going to introduce dirt into there. Let's pull off this rubber cap. Looks like there's an O-ring there for a seal. There's an O-ring there for a seal. And whatever this plunger is, but this definitely is clean. So this arrow here, I want to line up with that arrow there. When it locks, this arrow here should be in line with that arrow there. Let's say you don't have to push down right off the bat. You just start turning, and then it pulls itself down and locks into place. Looks like I can get to blow some of that dust out. Alright, if that actually caught all the oil, that's amazing. It is pretty dark. I've heard about hacks where they take this housing off of here, because this bolt right here would be the oil filter that holds it to the block. So it would be take this off and then put some sort of another adapter on there, so you could have a regular oil change if you really needed it or felt so inclined. The original tie strap, it says that's for original shipping. It says you don't have to put that back. Let's put this cover back on. So it's got a lock up here and a lock down there. So normally you would start an engine and let it run to let all the oil come into the filter, right? So that you don't get a false reading on what's inside the crankcase. On this instance, the oil's already in the filter with some sort of a check valve that keeps it. That's the only way that this quick oil change thing would work. So let's see what we have now. It's actually showing a little bit of overfull. Let me try it without locking it down. Yeah, she's still a little bit overfull. Tell you what, before I drain any of it out, I am going to start it and run it because the instructions did say to do so. Get this thing greased up and any fittings we can find. Let's see, I've got grease fittings on the front on this axle. I've got grease fittings down here on the inside of this rim. I did notice that this tire is flat again, so I had to put a plug in the back one, but this one here is also running low again already, and it's just been about a week. The bearings are starting to get worn out. Well, when you go to change the bearings, they sell a kit for this. Basically just pull this cap off, pull the clip out, slide this off, push out your old bearings, put new ones on, shove it back on, put the clip in. Super easy to change. I think the kit's 40, 80 bucks, something like that. Let me get some air in this thing to force it to try to push out. See if I can find that leak. So it's got 3 pounds of pressure in it. This one says to inflate to 14 pounds when you're done. A little bit of soap and water. Always check your valve stems and your bead seats. And there it is. Lower this down. Slow leak, but you can see it. That's where soapy water comes in handy instead of just regular water. Let's get this thing plugged. Find that hole by poking around here a little bit, see where the bubbles are actually coming from. There we go, I can feel it. And the more I mess around with it, the worse the air bubbles get. With a car, you would use a reamer. I don't know that I need one on this one. Give it a couple turns to make it knot up on itself in there with the glue. No more bubbles. It wasn't a really fast leak either, so let's see, we want 14, right? Let's give this thing a whirl and see how she runs now. Make sure we don't have any surprises, and then bring it back in and clean it up and sharpen the blades. Just sharpened some blades, finished cleaning the back wheel that I apparently missed. I think should be ready to go. Give it back to the customer and let him hook up his bag collector, his leaf collector, and start collecting his leaves again. Hope you guys got something out of the video. Really appreciate you hanging out. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for future videos so you don't miss the next one coming out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Just a quick follow-up. When I went to sharpen the blades, they really just are in bad shape. I mean, the corners are all rounded over instead of, they're supposed to be square on that end. So I just threw a brand new set of blades on there. I don't know if you can see it right there, brand new blades, and torqued them down. Anyway, it's got a new set of blades, and she should be ready to go. Thanks for hanging out, guys.